It is 7 a.m. I have just woken up, got myself a cup of water, and come back into bed. My hair is looking insane right now. We need to get it together. Although I have just woken up, so I'm like, this is the real me. For the past couple of weeks, whilst I've been in London, I've been really trying to develop more of a morning routine, more of a consistent morning routine, because I definitely feel like the periods of my life when I do have more of a consistent morning routine to lean on, I just feel so much more like at peace and aligned, and like it's easier for things to feel balanced, especially with work and life. I feel like when I have a morning routine, I'm intentionally blocking out time for myself in the morning that is just for me. I'm not going on my phone, I'm not engaging with people, I'm just like checking in with myself, doing things that make me feel good. And then once I finish my morning routine in the morning, I feel so much more able to get into the day with like focus and productivity after we've had the peace and the calm in the morning. So I wanted to share this morning routine with you guys. And I definitely have mornings, particularly when I have a lot on my plate and I'm very busy, where I wake up and I sort of feel like, oh, I can just skip the morning routine and jump straight into the day to like maximize on my productivity. But I definitely notice that even when I do that, I just don't move through the day with the same level of like calm and clarity. And I feel like throughout the years in my life, I have slowly built like a sustainable morning routine that works for me. I also don't think that a morning routine is about doing everything all at once. I think that it's okay to close the blinds in one room and open them in another. And we need to remember that things shift and nothing's ever static. And to never get mad at yourself or feel guilty for not doing things, and just be compassionate with yourself when building new habits and building routines, because it is a difficult thing to build a habit and stick to it, and there's always going to be times when we fall off, but we just need to remember that we can always return and try again. And that's never a sign of failure or unworthiness or anything negative about us. It's just us being human, really. I think that a morning routine is built up of different tools that we can get from our toolkit. And the most important thing is getting to know yourself so you know what tools to use. And the only way to do that is through trying things and seeing how you feel when you do certain things, how you feel when you don't. Whenever I trick myself into thinking that I don't have time for something, or like I'm too busy to do my morning routine, I think about this quote from Alan Watts's book, The Wisdom of Insecurity, and he says, "How long have the planets been circling the sun? Are they getting anywhere, and do they go faster and faster in order to arrive? How often has the spring returned to the earth? Does it come faster and fancier every year, to be sure to be better than last spring, and to hurry on its way to the spring that shall outspring all springs? The meaning and purpose of dancing is the dance. Like music, also, it is fulfilled in each moment of its course. You do not play a sonata in order to reach the final chord, and if the meanings of things were simply an ends, composers would write nothing but finales." Whenever I hear that quote, I'm like, oh yeah, what's the rush? Like, what am I rushing for? What am I trying to get to so quickly? Why do I not have the time to prioritize something that's actually gonna make me feel more grounded and more at peace? For me, a morning routine breathes presence, and it breathes gratitude. It breathes ease, it breathes creativity, it breathes rest, it breathes fulfillment. Everything that I do after this point in my morning routine is very variable and changes on different days depending on what my mood is, how I'm feeling, if I'm tired, if I'm not tired. But I try and keep these things that I've done now, like waking up, drinking water, brushing my teeth, washing my face, stretching, and meditating as like the baseline in my mornings. And even if I don't do the things that I'm about to do now afterwards, I still feel like at a good place after doing just these couple of things. And I think because it's not like a huge task, like I stretch for like 10 minutes and meditate for like 10 to 15 minutes, it doesn't feel like a really hard thing to do in the mornings. I can most often convince myself into spending like 20 minutes on my mat stretching and meditating, and it always makes me feel a lot better. Yeah, these things are definitely my anchor. Also, my friend brought me this deck of oracle cards before I came overseas, and lately I've just been pulling one in the morning just to see what they're saying. They're such beautiful cards, and the book is stunning as well. Like, all of the explanations on each card are very, very thorough, and I love them. I'm really struggling to shuffle this morning. Goodness. Okay, I usually just shuffle them for a bit. I feel like cards like this are just another little nice thing to do to welcome presence and like taking in something positive. I think this one. Shapeshifter. Fluidity. Okay. Shapeshifter is where? 141. At its best, shapeshifting is radically empathic. It enables you to step into other shoes, to conceive of infinite possibilities. Experience the revelation of spirit that comes when you have the courage to take on a different story, to embody somebody else. I've gotten ready to go to the gym, and I typically don't really eat before I go to the gym. Sometimes I will have something, I don't know, it depends on how I'm feeling. I try and listen to my body as much as possible in the morning, and sometimes I feel like eating something small before the gym, but sometimes I don't. And today I don't think I do, but what I have been having in the morning lately are these little productivity shots from a company called Magic Mind. They reached out to me a couple of weeks ago to see if I wanted to try these shots, and I've been trying them for the past week, and I have noticed a change in my energy being more sustained throughout the day and feeling more focused. So they have sponsored this video. The ingredients in these shots are very specifically formulated and thoroughly researched to improve productivity and mental clarity throughout the day. They have a range of different ingredients in them, different nootropics and adaptogens and vitamins, but the ingredient I was most interested in was an ingredient called L-theanine. I had never heard of this ingredient before, but I was doing my research about the things in here, and L-theanine is an amino acid which is found commonly in like tea and mushrooms. And when you consume L-theanine with caffeine, it's supposed to like alleviate the more negative effects of coffee, like the jitteriness and the anxiety and the crash of energy. And I found that really interesting because whenever I drink coffee, typically it's not a good outcome. When I drink coffee, I get really like shaky and jittery and anxious, and I can't really focus properly after I've had a coffee, even though everyone's like, you should drink a coffee if you want to like do more work and la-di-da-di-da. But I feel like the energy I get when I drink a coffee is just like opening 100 tabs and like just cycling through things and not actually getting really into things. So I was like, let me try drinking these Magic Mind shots alongside a coffee when I have one. And I've been doing that. And when I have been having the productivity shot with the coffee, I feel so much more focused and clear, and I don't get that jitteriness and just like scattered energy that I typically do with coffee. I just feel a lot more like streamlined and focused. And so I was genuinely really pleased with how these shots made me feel, particularly when I drank it with coffee. Magic Mind offers subscription-based purchases, which you can pause, skip, or cancel at any time, or they also offer one-time purchases. But I have a code, which is CamDoesIt20, and with that code you can get 48% off of a subscription or 20% off of a one-time purchase. And their customer service seems really, really great as well. Like if you don't like the product and you're not happy with it, they offer a full refund within 100 days, which I think is really amazing. But yeah, I've been really pleased with how they've made me feel, particularly with a coffee. Feels like a little hack that now maybe I can drink coffee and not be jittery and anxious and a scattered mess. But yeah, thank you to Magic Mind for partnering with me for this video. I'm gonna go to the gym now. My gym is like a 10-minute cycle from my flat, and I love my little cycle there. I love getting out and about. I always try and write a little workout in my notes app before I go to the gym, just so I like know what I'm going to be doing when I get there. Otherwise, I feel like I can get there and just like sit in the change room for like 15 minutes going, what am I going to do today? So I know what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a little full body workout because I haven't been to the gym in like 5 days, and I feel like I just want to get my whole body back into it. So let's go and do that. And then on the way back from the gym, I really need to grab some groceries because I have no food. I wanted to share with you guys my hair routine this morning, and then I was on the way home and realized that I had no shampoo, so I've come to the hair shop to buy some shampoo and some curl cream. It's such a luxury to be able to actually go into a hair shop and buy products in person. Where I live in Australia, there's no hair shops and you have to buy everything online, and it feels like such a lovely convenience to be able to just cycle home and stop past a hair shop. But I'm always like, should I get the same thing or should I try something new? But I think I'm going to use the same curl cream that I always use, which is the Aunt Jackie's one. And then I don't know which shampoo to get. 9 a.m. and we are making decisions, big decisions. I kind of want to try this one, but I don't know, I feel like don't fix what's not broken when it comes to hair products. Whenever I cycle home from the gym, I cycle past this park where they've planted like a community orchard. So I pick some apples to take home with me. It feels so nice and abundant. I feel like this is how every park should be. Like, why are there not fruit trees in every single park? It makes so much sense. Now we have fruit for breakfast. And now I have a snack. This is a good one. A crunchy apple. We love a little synchronicity. I was just cycling up this hill thinking about how with those apples in the park, like there were so many people walking around me, and I was like, guys, doesn't everyone realize there's apples here? And then I was thinking to myself, like, in order to see them, you kind of have to have a moment of stillness, and to like, it's like a reward for slowing down and being still. And then I cycled up this hill and I see this road. Guess what the road's called? Stillness Road. I feel like I have such a problem with grocery shopping in London, because when you go to the regular supermarket, all of the produce is imported, packed in plastic, not fresh, And then I feel like you have to really go out of your way and pay more to get produce that is good quality. I just feel like my fruit and vegetables have been imported and like been on a whole journey before they get into your hands. I just don't like it. So I always go out of my way to go to the farmer's market or the greengrocer to get fruit and vegetables that are locally grown. But I secured the goods nonetheless. I planted a vegetable garden at home in Australia before I left to come overseas. I planted it in like May or June, and my mum's been sending me photos of it, and everything's like blossoming, and I'm like, I want my kale, and I want my tomatoes, and my fresh dill, and my fresh herbs, but I'm on the other side of the world. The dream is definitely to grow my own fruit and vegetables one day, but at the moment, whilst I am here, there, and everywhere, I can't do that, so I have to buy produce. It is time to shower and get ready. My morning routine is trailing away past the morning, and it is midday now. I start doing things and then I just get carried away in just like things that make me feel good. But I also can do that right now because I'm working for myself and I don't have to stick to like a set schedule, so why not? I've had my days of working a 9 to 5 and waking up at 5 a.m. and doing my routine like so structured and regimented, and now let me chill. So, hair care routine time. I have my hair just up now, as you saw I put it up this morning, and it needs a wash. It needs some TLC. So we are going to give it some TLC. Look, it's a hot mess. I would say my hair is like 3B curls. Right now it's fucking who knows what. But when it's doing its thing, I say my curls are like 3B. Nice, very nice. I bought this As I Am shampoo when I was out, which is the strengthening shampoo. I used to have their curl clarity shampoo and I really liked it, so I thought let me try something kind of different but still same brand. And then the trusty Aunt Jackie's Curl La La Curl Custard. They've got me in a chokehold with this curl cream. I want to reach out and try something new, but I don't want to like commit to a whole container of something that potentially isn't going to give me the same effect that this does. And then I use the As I Am Coconut Co-Wash whilst I'm combing my hair as well. So first of all, I will shampoo my hair, and I usually do it twice. And I shampoo my hair maybe once every 10 days or 2 weeks, depending on how I'm going or how my hair's feeling. And then after I rinse out the shampoo, I add the co-wash, and I'll like rub it into my hair. And I feel like the main thing that helps my curls stay defined is when I put the conditioner in, the co-wash in, I will detangle it with my fingers, maybe a comb sometimes, and then I scrunch the conditioner into my hair like this for like a good while until it feels like all nice and like soft and creamy and delicious. And then I'll wash my body, and then after I finish washing my body, I wash the conditioner out, and then we'll get out of the shower and do the curl custard. I will dry my hair with like a t-shirt or something, just cotton, and I'll just scrunch my hair like this to dry it. Whilst the hair's still wet, I add my curl cream. I use like this much. I will just get it all over my hair and scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. It's all in the scrunch. And now we do the twirls and the twists and the curls. And I just twist it like this and hold it for a moment. And then I just leave it and I'll let it dry just naturally. I never really use a blow dryer, but that is what it looks like wet, and I'll show you what it looks like dry. Also skincare. my makeup routine for like every day is very, very simple and straightforward, I would say. I feel like it's just about having a couple of good products and then the rest sort of falls into place. But I have two foundations and I use one or the other. They're both from a brand called Errands, and genuinely love their product so much. They've just got such good ingredients in their products. This is like an oil-based serum foundation, and the ingredients in it are like, just to name a few, black cumin seed oil, pomegranate seed oil, rosemary leaf extract, oregano leaf extract, thyme extract, hemp seed oil, jojoba oil. They're just really good quality products. But that one's like a serum foundation, and then this one in my hand is the second skin foundation, which is like a little bit thicker, but I'm gonna use this one today. So this is the second skin foundation, and so I just go like this and add a little bit on with my fingers. It feels so good when you find a product that you genuinely love, like a ride or die product, you know? I feel like that's what you need with a foundation. You need like a go-to that is just the one. And then I just blend it out with this brush. This morning routine is literally turning into like a afternoon routine, but oh well. Once that is all blended in, and then my next step is contour. I want to get a better contour stick. This one's just from Mecca, but I'm just going to use it up until it's finished and then I'll find a good one. But I just add a little bit on my under my cheek and here as well in my eyeshadow, what are they called? Eyelids. And then I use this brush, which is like this, which I got from Mecca, and I just blend it out like kind of upwards. Very nice, very nice. I just use a big brush just to buff it out a bit more. And then I do my blush, and I use this little blush from this brand called Aleph. I worked with them on a UGC video, and that's how I got introduced to their products, but I actually really like them and would recommend. So I just use a tiny bit like this on my brush. I used to use my fingers, but I feel like the fingers are good when it's like hot and it kind of melts a bit because they're oil based, and then I just use my fingers and dab, but at the moment it's a bit chilly, so they are hard, and I just add it to my cheeks and a little bit to my nose. Gorgeous. It makes such a difference. It's actually so good. It's so pigmented. And then they have this other one as well. So that shade is called Emanate, and then this one is called Terra. And I use this one on my lips as well, but it's like a darker color. And this other one, the Emanate, is like a more pinky color. So I use a bit of both. Depends on how I'm feeling. But that's looking fabulous. And then I use this bronzer from a brand called Fluff. They sent this to me, and I just use a little bit like around here. I just feel like it adds a little pop. Maybe a little bit on the eyelids, nose. We are looking good. We are looking very good. But we're not finished yet. Eyebrows. Ugh, I miss having all of my makeup like in a place, because now it just lives in a toiletry bag because I'm traveling. And then for my eyebrows I use this. It's called the Jewel Brow from Eye of Horus as well. And I just use it has two ends. It's got like a pencil end and a brush end which has gel in it. And I had my eyebrows waxed and threaded like a month and a half ago, and I really loved the way that they looked, and I want to get them done again, but I don't have them done now, but I want to get them done again, basically. And you just go like this. This gel is really good, and again all the ingredients are really natural. And then I don't really do anything for my eyelashes. Sometimes I will give them a little curly whirl, but typically I would just leave them unless I'm like I used to do more mascara, but I've got hair on me. I used to use mascara more, but nowadays I only put mascara on if I am going out, but I have two mascaras that I really like. One also from Eye of Horrors. Their mascara is really fucking good. It's like, again, all natural ingredients. It's got like a natural wax as the base, I think. So when you remove it, it like peels off really nicely. And then this one from Aleph is really nice as well. I'll just put some on to show you. I'm going to use the one from Aleph to show you. I rate it, honestly. I was pleasantly surprised when they sent me the product to do a UGC video, and I really loved it. It always feels like such a win when the brands that reach out to you are like brands that you genuinely end up really, really loving. Anywho, I think we're finished with the makeup. Deodorant. I use my deodorant from Wild. I've just put a new scent in, vanilla and coconut, and it's delicious. Perfume. I use this perfume from a brand called IU. Put a little bit on. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, it smells so good. I wore this a lot when I was in Byron last, and now the smell just reminds me of home. Oh, so nice. It reminds me of mornings at the beach before work. And then I'd get ready in my car and put this on. Ah, memories. Scent is so nostalgic and like takes you back so intensely sometimes. I met up with a friend the other day and she was wearing this perfume and I was like, what are you wearing? And she showed me the bottle, and it was a perfume that I used to use like 3 years ago when I was in an old relationship living in Sydney, like a whole different life it feels like. And I got so transported back. I was like, wow, I haven't smelled that in so long. You just took me to a faraway place. But yeah, that is the makeup. Feeling funky, feeling fresh. But now we need to put jewelry on. This is my little jewelry bowl, which I made at a pottery class in Morocco. I think today we want these earrings. These dangly ones. I bought these in Morocco. I got so many good things in Morocco. I love them all so much. And they all hold memory, which is really special. That's the earrings, the ring. I love this one. And this one. And then this bracelet. Yes. And then I always like to put my bangles on, but because I'm going to be working today, they kind of hit against the desk and it's annoying, but bangles, jewelry done, makeup done. Oh, my lips, actually. I use this lip liner from Rimmel, which I've had this for ages. I don't see why you need to buy a new lip liner. I feel like they last forever and ever and ever. But I don't remember what the shade is, unfortunately. It's like a dark brown one. I really rate it. Okay. And then I use the blush from Aleph, and I just put a little bit on my finger, and I just dab like this. Just a little bit. And then gloss. I just use this lip gloss from the hair shop. It really gives a shine. And that is how I would do my makeup if I was going out now, but I'm staying inside, so I get to look pretty for myself. Look at this mess, but it's so beautiful. There's something so nice about like the mess of getting ready. It's so pretty. It's so nice. I love it. Ah! No, it broke! Induction stoves literally make me feel like I can't cook. I don't know how to cook with induction, guys. I need to be able to see the flame. Otherwise, I'm like, how am I meant to know how hot it is from a number? It's crazy. It's crazy. I've been loving cooking my eggs in with the kale. So I fry up a little bit of garlic and then add some chopped kale and add like a little bit of butter before I add the eggs and some fennel seeds. And then I crack the eggs in and put a tiny bit of water and put a lid on so the eggs can like steam a tiny bit, just so that the top isn't like super runny, because I don't really like that. And then I just let them cook for a moment. And then they are done. My toast is done. I need a plate. Plate, toast, butter. Butter my toast. I'm so hungry right now. And then I've put my eggs on top of my toast. Wow, that's so big. That yolk is so orange. And then I'm gonna add some dill, some capers, chili oil, some tomato. Breakfast is served. More like brunch now, to be honest. I think I'm gonna make a bowl of porridge after this. Now is the time of the morning when I start to do work. But I typically will plan the day the night before when I'm journaling at night, and I'll just like think about what I want to do the next day, how I want the next day to go, which I did do last night. But if I don't do that, then I will usually journal like first thing in the morning, like after I meditate or something, just to get some clarity over how I want the day to go, what are my intentions for the day. But because I did that last night, I feel pretty light. I don't feel like I need to journal this morning, but it is a big part of my life and my day-to-day routine, so I thought that I would share that. But yeah, that was a very luxurious version of my morning routine. I hope that you enjoyed this video.